Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my Christmas list video for you. Alright, so it is that time of year. If you guys need any gifting ideas, I do have a whole bunch of gift guide videos that I will leave linked up in the corner. But also, this video is all about the things that I kind of have on my Christmas list and, books I'm looking forward to next year. So let's go ahead and just dive in. Okay, so the first one I have is Only When It's Us. This is a romance by Chloe Leese. I believe this one has some disability rep in it. Next up I have On the Ice by Amy Aislinn. So I know I read the ebook earlier this year. I really loved it. But there are also physical copies, so I would really love a physical copy of this one. Next up is Deadbeat Druid. This is the third and final book in the Adam Binder series. And let's just say I'm looking to be devastated by this one because I know it's going to be fantastic. Next up is Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, also known as Shauna McGuire. This is about mermaids, and not your typical Disney style mermaids, but vicious mermaids. Next up we have Summer Suns. So this one is a horror, kind of urban fantasy, maybe not quite, I'm not sure exactly, but I know this one is definitely horror. It sounds so good, and I'm here for this one. Next up is Legends and Lattes. So this one has been going around the Bookstagram, BookTube, the whole book community has been raving about this one, and this one just seems right up my alley. It's very cozy. Next up is Parties by Sam Nascosta. This is the second book in the Girls Weekend Cambric Creek series, which I'm really looking forward to because I love this universe so much, and I'm just looking forward to diving back into it. Next up I have Real People Do. This is a new adult, I think, or maybe adult romance. It does have some disability rep, anxiety and depression rep, I think, and it's a sports romance, so yes please. Next up is Gear Breakers. So this one, it's been on my radar for a while, and I'm so excited about this one. This one has mechs in it, or mechas. This one just sounds fantastic. I also have The Captive Prince on this list. This one is just high fantasy, I think. Next up I have The Scratch Daughters. This is the second book in the Escape Gracer series, and this one was supposed to come out last year, I think, originally, but it kept getting pushed back. But I think it's finally out now, so I'm really excited about this one. Next up I have Icebreaker. This is another sports romance. I think this is a new adult or upper YA. I also have Prince of Sorrows, which is a historical fantasy with fae in it. I also have In an Absent Dream by Shauna McGuire. I also have Muscles and Monsters on here, which is a monster romance book set at a gym, which sounds interesting. I also have The Heartbreak Bakery, which is about an asexual agender baker, and I'm really excited about this one. I also have Husband Material on here, which is the follow-up book to Boyfriend Material. I also have The X-Talk on here, which is one that I've kind of heard some really good things about. I also have Fina on here, which is a short story that sounds fantastic. It's about these two workers at a kind of IKEA-like store, and an old lady gets lost in an interdimensional world through one of their wardrobes, I think, and they have to go and find her, and it sounds so good. Next up I have Spoiler Alert. So this is by Olivia Dade. This one has gotten so much buzz about it. I'm really excited to dive into this series next year. I also have Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Romanhorse. So this one I got a really good recommendation on this one as being something that I would like after reading Mercy Thompson, so yes please. I also have Cemetery Boys on this list, which I know I haven't gotten to this one yet, but I want to, and it just sounds so good. And before we dive into the comics and graphic novels, I have Not Again by Kawana Jackson, it's a follow-up to Real Midnight, and I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so next up for my comics and graphic novels, I have Victor and Nora, A Gotham Love Story, which I really have been loving DC's kind of reboot of a lot of the big DC characters for a YA audience. It's really interesting, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I also have Blackwater on this, which looks fantastic. I also have Chef's Kiss on here, which also, again, is about cooking and baking, and I'm here for it. I also have Cheer Up, Love and Pom Poms. This looks really cute. I also have Lore Olympus on this, because, I never got around to reading Lore Olympus when it was still ongoing online. I also have Sasaki and Muno volumes 3 and 4 on this list, just because I've had a problem finding book 3s, so I figured, I'll put it on my Christmas list and see how things end up. But I really love this series. It's so cute. I also have Fence Rise. This is the 5th book in the Fence Comics series. I also have I Hear the Sunspot, Theory of Happiness. This is the 2nd book in the Theory of Happiness manga. There's a really interesting reading order to these, so if you guys want to check them out, check out Goodreads. I think they have them all listed in order of what you should read them. Next up is Fangs Volume 2, which I'm really excited about because I loved Fangs. The first volume, I've read it twice now. I also have Loveless Volume 1 on this list. So Loveless was an interesting one. Like, I got an interesting recommendation for it, so decided, you know, why not? Also, it's been around for a while, so I figure, you know, it'd probably be nice to start because I know it's a very long series. I also have Bubble on this list. This is kind of like a gig economy worker who's like fighting supernatural creatures, I think. I also have The Girl from the Sea, which looks really cute, and the last of the comics and graphic novels that I have on this list is The Two Lions, which is a manga, and I got a recommendation from this one and I don't remember from who, but it sounded really good, so I put it on the list. Anyway, that is all of the books that are currently on my Christmas list for 2022. What are some books that are on your guys' Christmas list this year? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!